Chương trình này được bảo trợ bởi
Family Joy, tổ ấm y tế của mọi gia đình, 714 898 0765.
Hi, welcome back to the OC Health and Education Show on Little Saigon TV. I'm your host, Juliet. As we conclude the program, we just want to remind you to take an opportunity to participate in the All of Us program. This program is not just about outreaching to the minority community, but outreaching to each one of you, so you can learn more about your health profile and also learn about precision medicine and preventative medicine. When you learn about your genomes or your genes, you know what your family is more susceptible to. So more importantly, we really want each and every viewer who watches the show to participate. The phone number, once again, is 949-824-0282 to participate. One more time, 949-824-0282. And the website is allofus.health.uci.edu. Thưa quý vị, hôm nay Julie muốn nhấn mạnh với quý vị mỗi khán giả của Little Saigon TV để nên liên lạc cái số điện thoại đây, về ghi danh cho cái chương trình đây, với làm sao mình làm cái preventive medication. Preventive medication, chị Dung nói là cái gì? Là
mình có thể hiểu cái đó giống như là cái y khoa mà phòng ngừa.
Y khoa phòng ngừa,
dạ.
Ok.
Để mình hiểu thêm những cái cách và những cái thông tin nào đó giúp mình ngừa bệnh hơn là, thì bác sĩ mình cũng thường nói là ngừa bệnh hơn là trị bệnh đó ạ.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. You know, Dr. Peter Wong, I'm so glad you're here and that you're still here with me. We have learned so much about the All of Us program, and you're kind enough to make sure that everybody gets included, including our disability community. As Clara mentioned, that sometimes when we have a familiar face or familiar voice or someone that's trusted, you know, someone is willing to follow through in this program. We're hearing that people are learning about this program. Our viewers are watching this program. But what is that disconnect between knowing that it's important and actually getting to their appointment or picking up the phone and making that phone call? What do you think are some of the barriers?
I think a lot of it, Clara mentioned, is trust.
Yes.
Another huge piece of it is that something that I think the viewers should keep in mind is that the Asian American community, including the Vietnamese American community, is the fastest growing minority community in the U.S. So as we participate and collect this data, this will help future generations. This will help, you know, beyond your immediate family, help your children and your children's family as this data gets analyzed and looked at by researchers in our nation. One of the things that I think is really important is that the community also gives us information of where they can be accessible the easiest. I think the mobile clinics, I think taking our services to them is a step in the right direction. I think having navigators, particularly through programs like this, where we can talk to directly the viewers out there, and you can talk to your friends, family, children, co-workers, anybody that you're in contact with, and explain to them how this can help you, your family, our future generation in this country by including Asian Americans in this database will only just help us integrate and be taken care of through our healthcare system in the U.S.
I know Dr. Anton Culver mentioned that this database was approved by Congress, and that it's such an ambitious goal to collect a million data. And what it does is it helps our physicians learn how to treat our API community, because the medicine and a lot of the research out there is probably from a white American representative, but not an API representative. So a medicine that may work for our mainstream community might not be as effective for our API community. Is that correct, Dr. Wong?
Absolutely, and I think it also allows researchers and pharmaceutical companies to develop medication and also treatment that will be tailored specifically to our communities, to various ethnic communities, be as precise as possible. This word precision is actually a really important one for us to think about. And many of these treatments that are going to be developed will carry on into future generations and future members of our community.
Well, thank you, Doctor, for reminding us that our impact today will not alone help us, but help our community and the future of our Asian community. Thưa quý vị, hôm nay chừng nào quý vị muốn tham dự chương trình, số điện thoại một lần nữa là 949 824 0282 and cái website là allofus.health.uci-edu. Nếu quý vị muốn liên lạc Dr. Dr. Peter Wong là đại diện cho APIDC, đó là apidisabilities.net. Một lần nữa, chừng nào quý vị cần liên lạc Dr. Peter Wong, cái association của Peter Wong là apidisabilities.net. Hôm nay Dr. Peter Wong nhắn quý vị cái chương trình All of Us là rất là quan trọng, không phải là mình giúp cho mình không, mình giúp cho cái tương lai trong cộng đồng của mình. Mình thấy đó là cái data lúc mà họ được 1 triệu cái data collect nhiều được á, sẽ giúp cho bác sĩ của mình để giúp cho mình lúc mà mình có cái thuốc đặc biệt cho mình với cho cộng đồng của mình, mà thêm nữa cũng giúp cho mọi người nghiên cứu về pharmaceutical là mấy cái nhà nghiên cứu mà về cho thuốc giúp cho cộng đồng của mình thêm nữa. Dr. Wong, you mentioned that this becomes a guide not only for physicians but researchers and people who provide care for our community. How does precision medication help the Asian community specifically when this data is collected?
What researchers will be able to do is they would go into this database and look at specific diseases or ailments that affect Asian Americans, and some of it could be genetic, some of it could be dietary, environmental. So those are the things that they will be able to separate and analyze and sort out, and deliver, medicine that I think would be effective to them.
Well, thank you so much, Doctor. Claire, before we close out the program, is there anything you want to remind our audience today?
That this program not only looks at your genetics, but it also looks at your environment, like Dr. Wong mentioned. It also looks at the type of lifestyle you live. Maybe you live more in the country or you live more in the city. A lot of those factor into our health, and having 1 million people sign up and this data being as broad and as diverse as we want it to be will really individualize the treatment that we all get from our doctors. This one size fits all isn't working for a lot of our communities, and I believe this program really is going to help shape that and more individualized and precision medicine. So,
well, thank you so much all for being here, and I hope to have you back on the show to talk a lot more about the results of what we've been able to collect. Julie, cảm ơn quý vị khán giả của Little Saigon TV đã luôn luôn ủng hộ chương trình kiến thức y khoa gia đình và xã hội. Julie một lần nữa muốn nhấn mạnh cho quý vị để tham dự cái chương trình đây nó lợi cho mình, lợi cho tương lai của mình, mà giống như Claire với Dr. Wong, với Dr. Anton, với Dr. Bích Liên, với chị Dung nhắc nhở với mình đó là cái chương trình đây là cho cái tương lai của mình, để giúp cho cộng đồng của mình được the healthcare and the precision medication that we deserve. Chú luôn luôn sức khỏe, để chúc sức khỏe với hạnh phúc cho cộng đồng Việt Nam của mình. Cảm ơn quý vị khán giả của Little Saigon TV.